$200 loss emotionally doesn't really bother me.
Right.
You know, if I take $1,000 loss, that adds up quicker in your mind. It makes you get a little more reckless. So that's why I try to keep it small, and as long as I'm patient with entries, and you know, for example, if I'm looking at a breakout that I see happening, I will generally try to time a pullback in that breakout and grab it as it's falling. So when it reverses quick to keep going, you know, it runs to my target instead of entering while it's running, and then you get a pullback or falls back to 10 points and whips your stop out from under you, which is very common.
Is it reversals that you're mostly trading?
No, it's not. I wouldn't call it reversals by any means. I trade everything. You know, I'm not an ICT. I'm not any like special strategy or anything like that. It's just
price action.
Looks like that price wants to go up, so I'm gonna go along when I get a good little pullback here.
Okay.
And then
kind of support and resistance, but basically just price action.
It's mostly price action, and then I base, you know, I look at support and resistance just mentally at candles that are on the chart, and then I do look at trend lines as well, you know, and I trade on a 5-minute chart, and then I usually try to keep in mind what the hourly and the 15-minute candles look like as well. So.
Got it. So frame though, after you've done the higher time frame analysis?
Yeah, I only trade on the 5-minute.
5-minute chart. Got it.
Yep.
That makes sense. So what are you doing at the moment to stay more consistent and disciplined?
I feel like every time I go to more accounts like I've been doing, I get a little less disciplined. So I just got 2 Apex payouts in a row, and I feel like that's mostly based on me not having a lot of accounts outside of Apex. So I just hit my profit, took my 2 trades for the day, and headed out the door, you know.
Got it.
I think, you know, minimizing trading is definitely a big part of staying disciplined.
Yeah, that's a really good point there. It's really easy to overtrade, and taking a few good trades can lead to long-term success anyway. So it sounds like you said, so you know, you're done after that $100 profit, and you're moving on to the next day. Is that about right?
No, I will move it up. Like yesterday, I took 1 trade with 3 contracts, and I grabbed 10 points, I think it was.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, like I said, I will move the profit up when I enter.
Yeah.
If I like a little bit more than 5 points, but I don't move the stop down. So, like that trade, if I take a 15-point target, if it runs 10 points, I'm going to move the stop up pretty close. You know.
Yeah. So with that trailing stop, you've got a good opportunity to let some of your winners ride, and then still stay under the consistency rule, right?
Right.
Yep. Awesome. How are you managing that, by the way? Do you have just one big winning day and then you just stay under that amount for the rest of your trading days?
No, generally, you know, like starting new accounts, I'll set like an $8,000 profit target over the 8 days and try to make $1,000 a day.
Sure.
That's, you know, just shut it down after that. Like for the last payout I did, I think my biggest day was $920, so I had to make $3,100. So that's what I did. Made the minimum and got the payout.
I love it. So what do you think other retail traders are getting wrong consistently?
They're afraid.
Fear. Okay.
Fear.
What do you mean by that?